and and he of course he modified it, but I love her process, and I too have done Diedrich's work for a while, so yeah, we on YouTube, so I think it really is a beautiful thing, that we're getting to experience the original now. Where did this come from? And the inspiration that she had to come up with that process is, I mean, it came directly from A Course in Miracles, and it follows the principles of Course in Miracles so beautifully. So I'm really grateful for all the opportunities that we have to experience these different teachers and teachings, and learn how to look at ourselves in different ways.
Love cannot be threatened.
That's right. What is real cannot be threatened. All right, I'm going to play a song.
Oh, and thank you, Rafi.
Oh, that's okay. I think it's interesting that she mentioned 6 steps, because the release technique, the Sedona method, also has 6 steps. It seems like a thing.
She only has 3 steps, and they're very the simpler the better for me, for sure. All right, I'm going to play a song to kind of get us centered, and then we'll go into our deep dive into A Course of Love. And I'm just going to do that and do that and do that. And here we go. This is Joshua Caddison. And hopefully it's not too loud. And here we go. That loud enough?
She'll tell you she was born in summer. Summer is the season she loves best. She'll tell you anything you ask her. Tell the truth and then make up the rest. And if you're lucky, she may stay a while. And if you're careful, you may feel her sacred smile. Till something inside you knows love will rule the world. Someday, 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 love is gonna rule, and all the mountains that they say can't be moved shall be moved, and all the visions that they say can't be proved shall be proved. Buried dreams will rise, broken hearts will all be soothed. Someday love, love will rule the world. She'll lay beside you by the ocean, and she'll make angels in the sand. And if she says she sees the mermaid, try to believe her if you can. And if she tells you she can hear their song, you can ask her if she'll help you sing along. Till something inside you knows love will rule the world. Someday 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 love is gonna rule, and all the mountains that they say can't be moved shall be moved, and all the visions that they say can't be proved shall be proved. Buried dreams will rise, broken hearts will all be soothed. Someday love, love is gonna rule. Someday love, love is gonna rule. Someday love, someday love, someday love, someday love, someday love, someday love, someday, someday love will rule the world.
Such a beautiful song. That was just Joshua Caddison. Of course, to he's singing about his love. And she will rule the world. Someday, and someday soon. Right, everyone? Yeah. All right. So let us go to our reading. Oops. And let's see. Oh, and oh, Renee. Hi, sweetheart. Yeah, she did. In fact, yeah, she worked with Diedrich for 2 years, she said. And so helped him through all his sadness that he went through with having, been born in a concentration camp and lived through all the horrors of the World War. And yeah, mm, someday love will rule the world. All right, so we are in chapter 4, and I'm glad everyone is here. Um, we've been kind of going through, we're also going through this on Tuesdays. Is it Tuesday we're doing this? Yeah, Tuesdays we're going through this, and so in the morning, so other people can join us who are not able to be with us in the evening. So let's see. Anybody have anything they'd like to say before we start the reading? And please feel free to put your hand up at any time if you have any questions, comments, thoughts, ideas, anything that you'd like to share with us.
Well, you say you have these meetings on Tuesday morning. At what time?
Tuesday morning at let me go look at the schedule. We just started it, so because well, we were reading another book, and we let's see, 10:30 Eastern time.
Thank you.
In the US, 10:30 Eastern time, 10 to 11, A Course of Love with Sharon and Lynn on Zoom. So yeah, and well, the other day was kind of a little bumpy. I'm getting used to this, how this book is written, and so it's a little bit different than what I'm used to, and that's always good too, because we need to be shaken out of our complacency by seeing things in a different way. So yeah, so anybody want to read? I'm going to go back to paragraph 4.3. We just started this one, so in fact, we could start from the beginning again if you wanted to. Chapter 4. And let me keep this window open. You looking for? Okay. So I'll just read through this really quickly until we get to where we ended up the other day. So love's equity. Do you have to love God to know what love is? When you love purely, you know God, whether you realize it or not. What does it mean to love purely? It means to love for love's sake, to simply love, to have no false idols. False idols must be brought to light, and they're seen as the nothing they are before you can love, and they're seen as the nothing they are before you can love for love's sake. What is a false idol? What do you think love will get you? You are entitled to all that love would give, but not to what you think love will provide for you through its acquisition. This is a classic example of not recognizing what love is. Love and longing are so intimately attached because they join together at the moment of separation. I love this when a choice to go away from love and a choice to return. Oh, here I got to go to this other screen. Were birthed in unison. Love was thus not ever lost, but shadowed over by that placed that longing that placed between you and your source both obscured its light and alerted you of its eternal presence. Longing is your proof of love's existence, for even here you would not long for what is not remembered. And so it's very clear, yeah, that feeling that we have in our heart, that longing for love, longing for connection, longing for God, that's absolutely something that's universal, even in the most insane people. The whole source of their insanity is their search or their longing or belief that they're separated from love. The belief that I'm separated from love, that's what makes me insane. So the only thing to bring me to sanity is to remember love, remember God. All your long search for proof of God's existence ends here when you recognize what love is. And with this proof is proof of your existence established as well. For in your longing for love, you recognize as well as your longing for yourself with a capital S. Why would you wonder who you are and what your purpose here is all about, if not for your recognition, given witness by your longing of what you fear you are not, but surely are? And that reminds me of that Marianne Williamson quote that everyone loves so much, that is basically almost directly from A Course in Miracles, that is about, our our biggest fear is not about what we are not. Our biggest fear is in facing what we truly are. Of course, that's not the quote, but it basically is what it's saying. So this is what he's saying here too. Why would you wonder who you are and what your purpose is all about, if not for your recognition, given witness by your longing of what you fear you are not, but surely are? All right, would anybody like to read, or does anybody have any comments at this point? Or questions?
I can read it if you want me to.
Sure, Ruben, thank you. I appreciate it. All right.
4.5. All fear ends when proof of your existence is established. All fear is based on your inability to recognize love, and thus who you are and who God is. How could you not have been fearful without as powerful as this? How can you not rejoice when doubt is gone and love fills all the space that doubt once occupied? No shadows linger when doubt is gone. Nothing stands between the child of God and the child's own source. There remains no clouds to block the sun, and night gives way to day. I have a comment on that one, the first line. All fear ends when proof of your existence is established. In my own experience, my own journey, that was probably 2005. I already have probably 8, 9 years in depression. I was living in the dark, totally dark, fearful, all kind of trouble. Conflict was there all the time. So in one of those nights, somebody asked me through that TV, Ruben, are you a body with a spirit? Or are you a spirit with a body? And I realized that all my life, I focused, all my attention was on the body, never in the spirit. So in that moment, I made that decision to choose the spirit, not knowing nothing. I didn't know anything about spirit, mind, and all this stuff. I didn't know that I was a thought in God's mind. I just knew that I was a body in total darkness. So, but the feeling that came with that decision, I am a spirit. Depression was gone, and the light came. And I was very clear with that spirit, with the Holy Spirit. Look, I don't really know you. I know darkness. I know conflicts, but I want to know you. I want to know you, Holy Spirit. Stay with me, Ruben. Stay with me. Just one little thought and bunch and in my mind, one little thought pointing to the truth, to the light. I didn't know either that that thought was eternal. All conflict, all darkness was temporary thoughts. They were an illusion, but I didn't know none of the stuff. So that simple thought took me out of darkness. And it's one of the reasons that I'm here. Because I really believe, I start with a belief, okay, I want to believe that I'm a spirit, but I don't feel that way, but I want to believe little by little. That simple thought brought more thought like itself. Eternal thought, more eternal thought. When I realized I was surrounded by eternal thoughts, pointing, yes, you are spirit, your love, you are my child, all the good stuff. So when I was reading it, yes, that moment fear ends and proof of my existence was established. I am spirit. And that was in 2005, 20 years ago. Number 2, unless somebody else has a comment. If not, keep going. Child of God, you are alien here, but need not be alien to yourself. In your knowledge of yourself, all threat of time and space and place dissolves. I repeat. In your knowledge of yourself, all threat of time and space and place dissolves. You may still walk in alien land, but not in a fog of amnesia that obscures. What would be a brief adventure and replace it with dreams of terror and confusion so rampant that no thought of security is possible, and day turns endlessly into night in a long march toward death. Recognize who you are, and God's light goes before you. Ruben, recognize who you are, and God's light goes before you, illuminating every path and shining away the fog of dreams from which you waken undisturbed. Any comment? If not, I keep going. Thank you. Number 7, love alone has the power to turn this dream of death into awakened awareness of life eternal. Love alone has the power to turn this dream of death into awakened awareness of life eternal. I mean, I fall in love with my wife. And that took me out of, I had 11 brothers and sisters. And for me, I mean, just leaving those 11 brothers and sisters and start my new life with my wife, it was heaven. It was heaven. I didn't know the power of love. Later on, my daughters show up. One of my daughters, the oldest. Same thing, love. Love pushed me to be a better person. I was so shy. I wasn't able to speak to nobody because, shyness. But my daughter, she was a few days old. Not shy. You need to make more money. You need to go and that love. The power of love. The power of love now. The power of love for the truth. For my Father, for my eternal Father. The power of love for my own self, my higher self. I am a spirit. Now this poor body has a very good friend, an eternal friend, Ruben the Spirit. He's no longer alone. He doesn't feel alone because he has God and everything holding him. So I am holding this poor body from the truth of what I am, a spirit with a mind. And this body is just a thought in my mind. So it is beautiful to live from that place, from the truth, the spirit and mind together, holding all these thoughts. So, number 8, journeying, learning, seeking, acquiring, the need to own, the need to keep, the grasping call, the driving force, the chosen passion, all these things that you have made to replace what you already have will lead you back as surely as they can lead you astray. Where what you have made will lead rests only on your decision. Your decision, couched in many forms, is simply this: to proceed toward love or to withdraw from it, to believe it is given or withheld. Any comment? Wow. Thank you. It's just the truth speaking to the truth in all of us.
Yeah.
So thank you. Number 9.
Yeah, I was just going to say, yeah, and that's exactly, when we choose love in every situation. And, you were speaking about your early life and how you came about with this belief and understanding. And, I think we can all relate to uh, that same kind of, something of that same nature happening in our own selves, in our own lives. And the decision to choose love uh, is, you would think it was the most natural thing, and yet through the fear of the ego mind, the fear of the body, the fear of all the consequences if I don't provide for the body, take care of the body, love the body, all the consequences that would come if I didn't do those things, um, they seem terrifying. And yet, if love is the only answer, then and this is something I hear our friend Rafi is always saying too as well. These thoughts we have, they're just a thought. These feelings are just feelings. They come up to be noticed and let go. They come to go. So the only thing that remains through all of it is love. And Jesus tells us this in A Course in Miracles also, that he has kept all of our loving thoughts, everything that ever resembled love in our mind has been held for us and will be with us always. This is why we don't have to fear of death or loss. My family, if I lose, if I die, I won't have my family. If I These things mean nothing when love is the only thing that's true. And so the body can come and go, the life can come and go, the stories can come and go, but love is the only thing that still remains and will be with us forever because it's being kept and held for us by God, by the Holy Spirit. Brooklyn has her hand up, and then Rafi. Go ahead, Brooklyn.
Excuse me. Getting a little choked up. Namaste, mighty companions. Oh, yeah, it's what it's all about. Rafi was talking about before about the thoughts always saying you're not doing this right, you're gonna be judged for this. I have the same thing about speaking. Oh, what did I say? I should have said this, I shouldn't have said that, blah, 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 blah. And I was sitting in the dentist chair today, and just suddenly this wave of love came over me. And and out of nowhere. And that felt like home. The mind is blah, 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 but the wave of love, if we could, that's a holy instant, capturing the wave of love. So grateful when that happens. Thank you.
I'm so grateful for you. Thank you, Brooklyn. Yes, Rafi, please.
This is a quote from Robert Adams' book, The Silence of the Heart. It says, "To begin with, the universe is your friend and can never hurt you. It is the substratum of all existence. It is love. Consequently, if you develop a consciousness of love, there will be no problems, for love will take care of everything. Love is the same as absolute awareness, pure intelligence. Love is the same as the power of Brahman. Again, it is the substratum of all existence. So if you have enough love, there is no problem." And what you just experienced, Brooklyn, at the dentist chair, I used to experience and still do all the time when with Miriam, and I'm just doing absolutely nothing. And all of a sudden, this tremendous surge of love comes up. Well, it ain't coming up. It comes up because at that moment we were quiet enough so that it reveal itself. There's never a moment when it's distracted or goes away. It's always, and it is. And you had a proof of it today. I had a proof of it. It proves itself constantly. All we have to is be quiet enough and be and then just watch and just observe. There it is. It's always. Every time you get a gain, every time something comes up that says, "How the hell did that happen?" That's fantastic. That's love showing you, here I am, and I'm what you are.
Yeah, thank you, Rafi. And yeah, I mean, that's the thing, if we stop and look, and this is why I always talk about whatever we see, if we turn on the news and we see disaster, or we see something that appears to be, not love, know that love is there. Love is here always in everything. And so, we look for the love, like Mr. Rogers' mom told him, always look for the helpers. Look for where the love is being expressed here, because it is here. It's in everything. And so, you know, the reason I'm not seeing it is because I'm choosing to look at the garbage pile that appears to be the world, not knowing that that's just a facade, and the reality of what is love. And the garbage pile that appears to be a person that, you know, is doing something I don't like. Look beyond that, because that's not who they are, and that's just a distraction. It is something to keep you from seeing the world, the love that's really there. And so look beyond everything and know that love is there everywhere in everything, always. Anybody else have anything that they'd like to share? I saw Brooklyn had her hand up, but then she wrote in in the chat, trust. Yes, to rely upon spirit totally. Trust. Thank you, honey. Thank you, guys. All right. Anybody else want to read starting at 4-8, or Ruben, if you want to continue? Uh, Either way.
Let somebody else want to read. Uh, you know, when I read the words become flesh. It is an honor. It is it is beautiful to feel this energy coming through. So do not let just Ruben read it. Please eat from this stuff. Something about love. Love is who we are. That is who we are. We are not just the body. It's the body being love, surrounded by love. Love is what calls everything. So I used to say that I was a human being. No more. I am love. I'm spirit. I am mind. The body is just a thought in my mind. Number 4.9,
I think 8. You might have,
8.
yeah, either, it doesn't matter. Let's read 8 now.
4.8, yearning, learning, seeking, acquiring, the need to own, the need to keep, the grasping call, the driving force, the chosen passion. All these things that you have made to replace what you already have will lead you back as surely as they can lead you straight. Where what you have made will lead rest only on your decision. Your decision, couched in many forms, is simply this: to proceed toward love or to withdraw from it, to believe it is given or withheld. Love is all that follows the law of God in your world. I repeat, love is all that follows the law of God in your world. All else assumes that what one has is denied another, while love cannot be learned nor practiced. There is a practice we must do in order to recognize love's presence. We practice living by the law of love, a law of gain, not loss. A law that says the more you give, the more you gain. There are no losers and no winners under God's law. No one is given more than another. God cannot love you more than your neighbor, nor can you earn more of God's love than you have, or a better place in heaven. The mind, under the ego's direction, has thrived on winners and on losers, on striving for and earning a better place. The heart knows not these distinctions, and those who think their hearts have learned them by being battered and abused by their experience here rejoice in knowing that it is not so. This seeming illusion is believed in because your mind has made it so. Your thoughts have reviewed and reviewed again all the pain the love has brought. It dwells on those occasions when love has failed because it does not recognize that love cannot fail. Something else that it come up for me. Love is always present. God is not past. I mean, love is not past, and love is not future. Love is here and here. And just in my own experience, recognize the love is always present. I cannot find it in the past, and I cannot find it in the. So just stay in the present, Ruben. What are you doing in the past? Stay in the present. When you stay in the present, you are with God. You are in love. Stay in the present. Thank you. I'm complete. Go ahead, Rafi.
Yeah, you said it. Stay in the present. Love is always here. How big is here? How big is love? How big is now? You can't, they don't have a size. If it has a size, it's an ego judgment. But there's no size to here. There's no size to love. There's no size to now. And there's the proof right there that it is the only. And we are that. Nothing can be anything else. Love is the very essence of all being. I am that, you are that, this is that, they are that, I am that, they. There's nothing that is not that. Thank you.
Thank you, Rafi. Thank you, Ruben. And yes, this whole discussion about love disappointed me, love rejected me, love abandoned me. We have all these concepts because we don't know what love is. And so we don't know what love is, then we might suspect that it's something that's here to give us something. Give me a warm feeling, give me flowers or candy, give what can love give me? And if love doesn't give me what I think love should give me, then I'm going to believe that love is not here because I'm looking for something that is not even real or doesn't exist. And so, of course, we're all very aware of, this idea that what we think of as love, the Course in Miracles tells us, your ego, you cannot know, you can't understand what love is. The ego can't understand love ever because it's the opposite of what love is. But love is always there and love never fails. That says that in Corinthians, love never fails. So if I think love has failed, then if I truly believe, that God is, then I'm going to think that God failed. And if I think that God failed, then I'm in a lot of trouble, and the world is in a lot of trouble, and everything's in a lot of trouble. But God cannot fail and never will fail. God is always here, and the thing that fails is my mind, my ideas about what is love and what is not love. Love is a very different thing than most minds can see or imagine, and definitely something that cannot be thought or understood. It can only be known, felt, and known. And uh, Dove has posted from his birthday lesson. What can be measured has no value to you. The unlimited, exactly. You can't say love fits in these parameters, and this is how love acts, and this is how love is. Love is not kindness. Love is not compassion. Love is not, in fact, kindness and compassion imply that something needs to be fixed or changed. Something's gone wrong. Love looks and says nothing went wrong here. Love does not see the mistake. Love only sees love. So love says, "What's going on? Why would you be upset? Because I thought you love were going to do something different, but you love disappointed me. It's not love, it's the mind that thinks it knows what love is. Rafi has his hand up in Brooklyn. Go ahead, Rafi, please.
Here's something that I tried that worked beautifully for me. You go out at night, look up at the night sky, and see the vast. It's better if you have a telescope, but if you don't have a telescope, look at the vastness of the night sky, the universe, and you're only seeing a small part of it. Now, is that universe judging me? Does it want anything from me? It's just there. And it's a divine love and an intelligence and an awareness that just is there. It has no beginning, it has no end, didn't come from anywhere, it's there. And that there-ness is so huge, you can't even be, it's inconceivable. And yet, it never changes, it never judges, it's just there, it supplies, it loves. That awareness is an intelligence, is an omniscience that's beyond whatever a mind can even conceive of, please. But it's just to stand there and stare at all of that and realize that that's what I am, not this. That's what I am. Changes everything.
Thank you, Rafi. Yes, and knowing that love is that vast thing, which I've had that experience of being that vast thing and knowing that vast thing that is, then none of this little tiny stuff can ever affect me in any way at all. And the body, it's an embodiment of God. It's an embodiment of love. That's what we're here for, is to embody love. If we're in a body, we might as well embody love. Brooklyn, yes, honey, please go ahead.
Oh, so beautiful. I love love. It reminds me of what John Monday always says: don't appoint and you won't be disappointed. Yeah.
I love that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't appoint and you won't be disappointed. I love that.
Yeah.
Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yeah. Ego tries to figure things out. Holy Spirit allows. Yeah.
That's
I
right.
paraphrase.
But it's perfect because yes, we allow. Allow, allow, allow. All right. Would anybody else like to read for a while? We have about 10 more minutes. I just want to make sure everybody gets a chance if they want to.
I have a comment, Lynn.
Yes, please.
In my own experience, the universe is in me. I am not in the universe.
Yeah.
In my own experience, I used to say, I live in Nashville, Tennessee. No more. Nashville, Tennessee lives in me. So, and it just kept expanding and expanding because I asked myself, what about the universe? Ruben, the universe lives in you too. There is no limit. I am like, so what about this body? You do not live in this body. This body lives in you, the mind, the spirit. And you need to quit thinking that way, Ruben. You need to quit thinking that you're just little body. No, you not. Think big. You are the universe. Well, if you want a body, that is your body. The whole universe is your physical body. And now this little body is just a little cell in your big body. Feel it, Ruben. You are the mind. You are a child of God. So stay there. And from that place, drink your coffee, go to work. From that place, do whatever you want. From that place, please do not come back to this little body. Stay there. You move the body and move everything from that place. Nothing can touch you. Only love. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you. That's it. Exactly. That's it. Nothing can touch you because it is you. It's like, and let's see, Jeannie has written, love is always here now. Stay in the present. Allow this instant, let me move this really quickly, to be holy in our awareness by turning our attention to love, to light streaming everywhere and everywhere. And we are never abandoned by God, by love. Separation from source, God, is truly impossible. Thank God. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Separation from source is absolutely impossible. Um, let's see.
Charanda, you want to read Charanda? Come on, Charanda. Do you want to read?
I was thinking about it. Thank you.
All right.
My
You want to
brother
read?
Ruben calling me out.
That
4:11, A Course of Love. Your expectations and false perceptions of your brothers and sisters are what have caused you to believe that love can fail, be lost, withdrawn, or turned to hate. Your false perception of your father is what has caused all other perceptions to be false, including the one you hold of your own self. When you think of acting out of love, your thoughts of love are based on sentiment and must be challenged. Love is not being nice when you are feeling surely. Love is not doing good deeds of charity and service. Love is not throwing logic to the wind and acting in foolish ways that pass as gaiety but cannot masquerade as joy. You each have an image in your mind of someone you believe knows what love is. This is perhaps an elderly person who is always kind and gentle, with no cross word for anyone, and no concern for his or her own self. This is perhaps a mother whose love is blind and self-sacrificing. Still others of you might imagine a couple long married in which each person is devoted to the other's happiness, or a father whose love is unconditional, or a priest or minister who guides unfailingly. For each of any one of these that you admire, you give attributes that you do not have and that you might one day acquire when the time is right. For that kind and gentle stance, you do not believe will serve you now. For that kind and gentle stance, you do not believe will serve you now. That blindness and self-sacrifice is something to be gained at too high a price. That devotion you might think is fine for one whose partner is more loving than your own. That unconditional love is great, but must it not be tempted by good judgment? And surely that ability to guide others must be earned through the acquisition of wisdom not within your reach. I'll pause for comments.
Yeah, I think he's just kind of pointing out all the excuses that we make for not uh, being filled full of love right now. And really, the mind will tell you, unconditional love is fine and good, but these people are dangerous. This thing is bad. This situation is scary. That's and you can't afford to be loving right now, because that makes you weak, which is what A Course in Miracles tells us also, is that the ego thinks that love makes you weak, makes you the patsy. And in reality, love is what makes you strong. And I'm thinking, some of you were here today. Rev Wayne played a Twilight Zone with Carol Burnett that was just beautiful. It was so adorable. And she was a lady. It was kind of like It's a Wonderful Life. and she was a lady who was not happy with her life and thought that she was a failure. But an angel, her guardian angel, shows up and says, "Oh, well, let me fix this up for you," because his job was to make her happy. And so he made her rich, gave her a chauffeur, gave her all these rich friends and everything, and she was miserable. It didn't make her happy at all. And so she wanted to go back to her old life, which when she did, she was, because all her neighbors loved her. She was kind to everybody. She gave cookies to children. She was just, and people just loved her. And she realized from all that she was not a failure, and her life was not a shambles, that she really did have everything because she had love. And it was a beautiful, I have I recorded it because you can't play it on YouTube without getting a strike for copyright. But I do have the recording of it. It is really a very good Twilight Zone. Yeah, Ruben, please go ahead, and then Rafi.
Yes, the first line, the Sharonda read, when you think of acting out of love. In my own experience now, I can say love is without thought. Love is not a belief. Love is without thinking, Ruben. When you're thinking, you are not loving. Because the thinking belongs to the Father, not to you. So stop thinking, Ruben. Give back your mind to the Father. And now you think with your Father. And now is love extending without thinking. Thank you. I'm complete.
Thank you, Ruben. Yes. Thank you so much. Rafi, please.
Here's a true incident that happened to give you an example of the power of it. These guys were on a beach, Venice Beach here in California, and they were horsing around, and one of them accidentally kicked over a thermos that was on near another guy's blanket that they didn't know. The thermos fell over, and some of the liquid started to fall out. The guy who owns it grabbed the thermos, stuck it back in the thing, got up, and he was furious. "I'll kick your asses, you guys are gonna horsing around here. Oh yeah, you think you're something? You're gonna..." And this thing started. It was about to turn into blows. An older man walks over, draws a line in the sand, and says to the guy whose thermos fell over, "You cross that line, and I'm gonna give you a hug." And all of a sudden, the entire situation fell apart. They all started to laugh. The guy went back to his blanket. The other guys walked away. That's how simple it is, and that's how powerful it is. And that's a true story.
I love that, Rafi, and I can imagine that on Venice Beach. It's really funny, that song I played in the beginning, Joshua Caddison. That album is called the Venice Beach Sessions, and so you just how funny that we rounded it to discussion of love on the Venice Beach. I love that. All right, you guys, our time is up. Let me mark the place in the book. We'll start again next week. And of course, we're not keeping up with the Glenn's group on Mondays, so don't even worry about that. We're going to read it as we read it. Yes, Sharonda, please, my
Thank
dear.
you. I have a burning question for this group. I have friends who quote the Marianne Mandela thing, and they know it's from Course, but they're not Course students. I'm looking for that. I can't find it. Can someone tell me where that is?
Well, it's in her book. I know
Well,
that.
where it is in Course, I'm thinking.
Oh, where it is in the course. I will get that for you because someone just quoted it the other day and said that that's
Thank
where
you.
it came from.
Because
So,
when I search for it, all I get is stuff with Marianne. I want to
right.
hear how it was in Course. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
I don't have it right off unless somebody else does. Who was it that we're just listening to the other day that quoted from the course and then said, and that's where Marianne got this from? I don't remember, but I'll figure it out.
Thank you.
I got my resources. All right, you guys.
Thank you.
I want to thank everyone for coming here and hanging out with us, and definitely all of you who maybe you're quiet, you don't want to say anything, and but please, we're open here, and don't worry, I want to hear your voice. So thank you for sharing with me. And Ruben, thank you for putting your number in the room.
Yeah, Christy, if you're there, you can call me back.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Good.
thank you. But everybody can call me if they need it. But thank you. So I'll see you around.
Oh, Dove, the quote that Marianne has about we're not afraid of our own weakness. We're afraid that we are powerful beyond measure.
Beyond measure, yeah.
Yeah. And where it says that in A Course in Miracles, and somebody just quoted the other day and said, I don't remember, but I'll find out. I'll remember. So yeah, Marianne Williamson. So, all right, you
Thank
guys.
you.
Love you all.
Love you
Thank
guys.
Thank
Thank
you. Of us.
Love you. Bye all.
Good night.
Good night. See y'all in the morning for Festive Friday. Yay.
I gotta go to the dentist again. I'll miss you guys.
Oh, well, we will love you in our hearts and hold Christ with you in the dentist.
Mwah.
God bless you.